Hey, what's going on, everybody? Praise the Lord. Have you ever been to a basketball game? Are you a fan of athletes that compete collegiately or professionally? Well, I am sure a fan of professional collegiate sports, mainly basketball, as you can tell. I'm a Lakers fan. From Magic Johnson to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Kobe and Shaq and now Anthony Davis and LeBron. Well, I'm not so much a fan of LeBron, but I'm a fan of the Lakers. He just happens to play on the team. I'm a fan, even if they fail to make it to the NBA Finals, I will cheer on the Lakers. You see, being a fan is easy. I can suit up with my Lakers shirt or hoodie for game days, and I don't even have to step on the court. I can cheer for my team from the kitchen table, from the living room couch, or on my desk in front of my computer. I can spectate from anywhere in the world and never even break a sweat. Quite frankly, being a fan is easy. But when it comes to being a fan of Jesus versus being a committed follower of Christ, it's a completely different game in and of itself. You see, I don't want to simply be a fan or a spectator for Christ. I want to be an imitator, a participator, a motivator, someone who's all in for Christ all the time. I love what Ephesians 5 1 and 2 says. It says, therefore be imitators of God as dear children, and walk in love, as Christ also has loved us and given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling aroma. My friend, that is the gospel message. Christ loved us and gave himself as the ultimate sacrifice for us. And what a sweet aroma it was. So, my question for you today is simple yet profound. Are you content with being a fan, or are you willing to be a follower of Jesus? Are you content with being a fan, or are you willing to be a follower of Jesus? You see, we need to become followers, not merely fans. Being a follower, yes, will cost us something. As Matthew 16:24 says, then Jesus said unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And those are some of the most powerful words Jesus ever spoke. Follow me. You see, we need to move from superficial fans to committed followers that are willing to go deeper and want a true transformative relationship with Jesus. Followers who are willing to change, who are willing to sacrifice. You see, to follow Jesus means we're willing to embrace true discipleship through self denial, commitment, and the willingness to sacrifice and obey beyond mere enthusiasm or beyond mere emotions. Followers are willing to change their habits, are willing to change their lives. We need to learn to starve our flesh and feed our faith. We need to learn to get in the Word, to get in prayer, to consecrate, and to truly become disciples and followers of Jesus. We need to be committed to a genuine relationship with Christ instead of being committed to a religious organization or affiliation. I need to be committed to following the teachings of Jesus more than anything else. Now, don't get me wrong, we're all part of an organization. But when we just follow the organization to go with the flow versus following God's word, God's principles, and God's standards, then there's something to be said. You see, I guarantee that no sports figure, athlete, prominent leader, or figure in history has ever been able to do what Jesus did on the cross of Calvary. He gave everything so that we could obtain everything. He sacrificed his life so that we could truly live our lives. Because of his sacrifice, we now have access to him directly. Are you content with being a fan, or are you willing to be a follower of Christ? You see, if you're willing to be a follower, I'd love to schedule some time with you on a weekly basis to help you grow in your faith, to help you foster a true relationship with Christ. That's my time. God bless, stay committed, and shine on.